Hi everyone, it's Jerry. I have a game I'd like to share with you that I played over 2 years ago on lichess. It was a 3-minute blitz game, no increment. The topic as of late in the chess world is about cheating in online play, over-the-board play, and this was sparked from the 2022 Sinquefield Cup. I think you may find the game interesting. I'm not trying to share this with you and say, ha, that means Team A is correct or Team B is correct. I think you may simply find this interesting, this experience I've had online. So here it goes. Get to make use of the real-time feature. You could see the game as it was played. I was playing the white pieces in this game. At the time of the game, I was not aware that my opponent was a Grandmaster. In fact, still to this very day, I'm not 100% certain that my opponent was a Grandmaster at the time of the game. So let me explain. My opponent didn't have a title tag when I played them in this game. It was only a little while later that I saw they had the GM tag. So, in all likelihood, they were probably a Grandmaster when I had played them. Could have been the case. I would guess they were a lower titled player, like an IM. But in all likelihood, they were probably a Grandmaster when I played them, and they didn't yet have the GM tag next to their name. I won't be sharing the name. I don't think it's appropriate to do that. Their rating, I could share. They have it in their profile that there's something close to 2,600. I don't know. So far, we're, 13 moves into this game. Is anything fishy to you about what I'm doing here? Was my opponent just being rational? It was shortly after the game that I received the message basically saying I was using an engine. I was not. I was playing fairly. I'm not sure what ended up factoring into this conclusion. I do have a little bit of a time edge. I also have a decent amount of experience playing this specific structure. I like having the pawn on d5 and g5. I think that this does wonders for Team White. It has a nice cramping effect. I think we're just a few moves out from having a winning position as soon as the queens are off. Makes life a lot easier for me, I feel. So I think this next move is the one that kind of gives it away. The d6 point is a soft spot for Team Black. So yeah, after this one wraps up, I'll go ahead and show a quick shot of the tail to tape, the analysis. We could see what the computer says about it. But I don't know. I think maybe my opponent was being a little too quick with the accusation of cheating. Oh, by the way, I wasn't upset to be accused of being a cheater, actually, of being, using an engine. I take that as a compliment. Not a full compliment in this specific case, because my opponent was also polite enough to remind me that our previous games, because we had played several before this very game, they were polite enough to remind me that my previous games were terrible. So, but in general, I kind of take that as a compliment. This isn't the first time that I had been accused of cheating either. There's been other cases, but this is the one that sprung to mind when I thought, oh yeah, maybe it might be interesting to share that one with the chess community. And this one's almost over. We just have a couple more moves here. Typically, my decision here to take the rook is one I would shy away from if the Certainly if the queens were still on board, I've had situations, more middle game-like positions where capturing the rook, that would be a terrible decision to liberate the dark square bishop, but in this case I'll be able to have some weakness. One of these guys has to budge soon, and this one's all but over. This last move, king e3, well that is the last move of the game. My opponent has over 30 seconds, and maybe an ending you may have expected. No resignation in this one, so the time ends up just running out. Yeah, I think right around this point, my opponent was already into the messaging and, typing away, typing a message my way. There wasn't, I don't believe, some check of the engine real quick or anything. We could have a look at that, and there isn't really anything, from my own experience looking at this graph, there isn't really anything special going on here. Nothing screams out to me foul play. So I think it was really just a case of my opponent being a poor sport. Could have a look at the inaccuracies, mistakes, and blunders. Again, that's just one of my own experiences. I thought you may find it interesting. Feel free, as usual, to leave any feedback in the comment section below. Yeah, maybe you found it interesting. Maybe there are some takeaways from sharing my experience. That's all for now. Take care. Bye.